YouTube, I got sick again. So we got the tea on deck, right? But check this out. I'm gonna tell y'all something else I'm sick of. And it's the booking for Survivor Series. Today is what, November 12th, 11th, whatever the hell, right? Monday Night Raw was last night. And this past Friday, on Friday Night SmackDown, I think it was Solo or Roman had told one or the other, you know, you find your fifth guy or something like that. Something along those lines, right? Don't quote me on it. And then, you know, I'm thinking it's just like, oh, he just botched the promo because, you know, it's 4-on-4, right? Right? So then we get to Monday Night Raw. And listen, the segment was very good. It was very interesting, right? Sami Zayn walks up to Seth Rollins backstage. And I was like, here we go. Now, Sami had a great reason. Hell, Sami almost convinced Seth Rollins that, you know, if anyone knows about Roman, it's you, it's me. Like, I think you're the fifth guy. You know, that family dynamic is still there. And, you know, Seth Rollins pretty much laughed. Well, he didn't laugh in his face. He laughed at Solo's face. We'll get to that in a second. But he pretty much said, like, you know, I don't know why you're even tagging with Roman. He's using you. Like, what are we doing? Right? Like, no. The answer's no. Then later on in the night, Jimmy asked Braun Breaker, what are you Your brother lost to Braun Breaker for the IC title. And you think Jay wants to tag with this nigga? No. The answer is no. I can tell you that right now. The answer is no. Then later on, Jay was talking to somebody backstage. I don't know who he was talking to. You know, Triple H is that thing where something's happening backstage and you can't really pan it out unless you're really paying attention. I got to look at the rerun. And then at the end of the night, Solo was outside of the arena asking, you know, Seth, you hate Roman. I hate Roman. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the word? And, you know, Seth Rollins pretty much has said, you know, I would never tag with Roman Reigns, but I would never tag with a wannabe Roman Reigns. So I really do feel like they might try to have Solo and them might jump Seth on Raw or something if they get him on the team. But here's my problem with this, right? We 2.5 minutes in. You had 4 guys, bloodline related, in the same storyline. Why are we going the extra mile and looking for someone else to join the match? That doesn't, I don't find much sense in this at all. Because if they're doing this on Raw and they didn't find anybody, they're going to go to SmackDown, right? Now, granted, I don't really know what the fuck they got Cody Rhodes doing at Survivor Series. His ass better not be in that WarGames match. I'm telling you that shit right now. But the problem that I'm having with this is you're gravitating towards all these additional people when you have a storyline set. It's right here. It's not our fault that they gave away the Bloodline versus Bloodline at Crown Jewel, which made no sense. Which I guess you wanted to further the story in like Sami Zayn doing what he's doing. But then again, what made no sense about Sami Zayn trying to join these guys last Friday was that Roman didn't apologize to Jay. So at the end of the night on SmackDown, Sami Zayn comes out and he helps him and he throws the 1-up. What are you doing? You asked him to do something very simple that I told you guys on the last Fazos Thoughts, or like 2 Fazos Thoughts ago. He needs to do that. Roman needs to apologize to Jay. He needs to apologize to Sami. Why are we... What is the goal here? And then on top of that, right? Okay, I understand that Paul Heyman's going to be the guy to glue this shit together. Paul Heyman might be the one to make Roman apologize. But why is the apology coming after Sami joined him already? You see what I mean? And then back to just adding members that aren't in the bloodline into this. Listen, I'm not getting into race. I'm not even trying to get into no weird political things like that, right? But like, for what it's worth, you have a full bloodline blown story right here. Survivor Series is in a few weeks. If you want to bring out 2 additional bloodline members that aren't on the roster, so be it, right? Not that you have the most time to build these guys up for a WarGames match. I mean, that is kind of random. But at the same time, it's like, I don't understand why we can't just go full bloodline. I know Survivor Series is 5-on-5. You got to have... But bro, like, you don't have to have it be 5-on-5 if the story doesn't call for it. That means you're, at that point, you're just getting guys in just to get them in. Why are we doing that? That makes no sense to me. Now, what you could do is, I don't know, maybe have Bronson Reed take out Seth again. He can't go in the match, and then you got to have someone surprise come out during Survivor Series, or maybe in the leading weeks. I don't really see Bronson taking him back out again after Rollins is out for like 2 months. But I mean, come on, like, there's got to be a different way. There has to be a better way to book this. There just has to be. I don't know why it's so goddamn convoluted. It's just unnecessary to add additional guys to the bloodline. So boom, say they do get Seth Rollins, right? Who is the Bloodline 2.0 gonna get? Kevin Owens? No, that makes no sense. Here now, I don't know if they took Randy Orton out so that they can free up Kevin Owens to get into this WarGames match. But what sense does it make for Kevin Owens to be... No one should be... For what it's worth, bro, no one should be helping out any Bloodline member. If this is your way of... Because Survivor Series is essentially WrestleMania season. If you want to... Maybe that's how you get the Kevin versus Sammy going again somehow for Mania. Either way, that's the story we've seen already. We don't need to see that literally 1 year later. A year and a half later, if you want to be technical. Like, really 2 years later, because this happened 2 Survivor Series ago. I just don't think that makes... This doesn't make sense to me. And I'm very much so pro, you know, let it play out. Let's see what it does. But this is just a situation where that just does not apply. Because you don't need to add an additional guy to the WarGames match. Or additional 2 guys. It's 4-on-4, bro. I just don't got an additional guy. I would assume, hell, depending on who's in the match, now I don't really know who's going to win. I would assume it's still going to be Bloodline, the OG Bloodline. I mean, I don't really see them losing 2 pay-per-views in a row. Let's pump the brakes. That makes no... I don't see that happening. But, yeah, guys, just a quick Fazos Thoughts. I had to get this out there. This just makes no sense to me. I don't... If you guys could help me in the comments, because I be bugging sometimes. Maybe I'm not seeing the vision. Let me know. Let me know if maybe I'm blowing this out of proportion. It's not that deep, Faisal, you know what I'm saying? Just let me know. Because as of right now, this is stupid. Once again, guys, I appreciate you guys. If you got to this point in the video, I rocks with you really heavy, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video to your boys, the shorties, you know what I'm saying? The aunties, the uncles that still watch the E. You know what I'm saying? I got another video coming out soon about the women's WarGames match. Because I have a real problem with that. It's your boy Fazal the Great One. And I'm out, bro.